Hello everyone, my name is AP the Weird One, and we are back with the more Masterful Cat. Pressed again, Volume 7. Now, this volume I remember reading the first time, and even subsequently the second time, I wasn't too impressed. But, getting ready for the review today, I looked back through and I'm like, this is actually a very good volume. It's very short in terms of what's involved, but it's still very good. So, what are we dealing with here? We'll talk about some good artwork first. We have little mealtime. The first segment is I want to show right here. This artwork in the big volume is very good. I'll show it right over here. All right, what are you gonna do? Seeing it all together is very nice. Seeing it separate is kind of sucky, but yeah, it's a very nice picture. But the first thing, you talked about food, and Saku finally goes to the dentist for the first time. It's nothing too terrible. It's hypersensitivity, but that's still of a concern. The bigger portions, the first one is being her boss gets a hold of his niece for the weekend, Yumi, and she wants him to get up, and he's like, okay, and she threatens him with, I'll fight Saku and Yukichi over. I'm like, no, don't do that. She does it multiple times. You clearly can tell that he's not good around young ladies, and niece. He's not very good about having kids. He definitely needs more female companions. Though we do learn later that he can sew, which gets Saku out of a particular situation because she always looks very immaculate. We learned how much Yukichi actually helps. He does her nails, the sewing. She tries to actually learn some more cooking, but then Yukichi, she tells the story of her making an oil fire in the kitchen. He's like, no, you are never cooking again. But then that follows like the sewing incident, and Saku like, I want to learn how to sew, and the next day she's got all bandaged. It's a work in progress. She's a hard worker at work. She's still a good waifu, and she's got the great cat. You gotta appreciate that. But through the biggest thing is through 73 through 74, and I think a little bit into 75. Yukichi gets to spend some time with Prince Dai. Actually, in 73, they see him on television, and he's doing all walking and looking all snarky. He's like, all happy, and Yukichi is just like a proud father moment. It's very adorable. And then he gets to spend time with them, and they're good buddies. Yumi eventually finds about this and asks, like, why didn't you tell me? And Yukichi's like, yeah, it didn't seem to like worry. And he doesn't speak English, so how could he tell her? But it's like, well, don't keep any more secrets from me. But yeah, he knew. There's a little upset moment. And then later on, there's Yukichi and Saku go to the grocery store. Talking about cookbook. That's another thing that learning that would be better. Right before we learned about the house fire incident, we learned Yukichi and Nishina talk about cooking and the cookbooks, and Saku gets very jealous, of course. One cook, but that goes nowhere. And Nishina and Yuri actually have a bit of a moment. They're cousins. Yuri comes by to the office worker near the N. I think it's around. Give me a second. 82. So the last one's 82. Yuri comes by. Surprisingly enough, she hits it off with the boss, Nishina's boss, and Nishina has like a vision like, the boss and Yuri getting married, like, but he is an older gentleman and he does provide. He's got working, so maybe it's a possibility. And they seem to really head off. But there were some customers that were giving Nishina a hard time because she's not very pretty. She's a bit pale looking, and she also looks very young, so maybe give her a few more years and she'll be much like Yuri. I mean, she's, I think she's about, I think she's in college or whatever, so she's at least 18 plus, but still, I mean, she looks very young. She needs a little bit more development. She has a more refined, regal look. But I think one of the more important things is the very end, the Masterful Cat has decided. In this chapter, we get to the incident where Saku gets drunk and get taken up on the boss. A little bit beforehand, Yukichi and the trash can guy, they're having a nice conversation. He's like, "Oh, you're back again," and they have conversation like, "Is this all she's eating? She needs a good lunch for the day." So Saku's gonna learn how to make a nice rice meal and make food, and of course, then the boss comes home with Saku, and she's not very, very drunk, and she's also not feeling well. She's feeling very sick. Yukichi has to go out to the supermarket and get some medicine. He slams a nice $1,000. I think it's $10,000 yen. Pays for some medicine, gets her, and helps along. Some more beautiful journey. Those moments are very good. So it's one of those volumes that it's not a lot of super character development, but the contents are really good. The Dai and Yukichi moment is really good, and seeing Saku wanting to be better. She wants to become a useful woman, but it needs a little bit more time, or maybe she just needs to accept her fate. Just be open with the man. It's like, I got this cat who's my he helps everything. Don't mind him, or he'll be very good. You get him, and when you get me, you get him as well. So a little bonus for there. So it wasn't a very laughable moment, but it was still enjoyable. And for the first time, I'm going to be reading volume. Maybe it's next time. I don't know what it's going to be in store, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. I really do like this series. I do hype it a little bit than it probably should, but it is still very good. It's a good series. I enjoy, it's nice, fun cat manga. Has some good character interactions. I love the dynamics between Saku and Yukichi. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. This is going on Wednesday. We're gonna do a double. We're gonna have it on Friday as well. So I'll see you guys next time. I'll think about it. But yeah, see you guys next time. Hopefully have a wonderful day. Like, comment, subscribe, and make sure to check out the manga and the anime.